us have probably experienced personal success and accomplishment from intense amounts of efforting. And most of us contain, it is a deeply conditioned belief system inside, deeply conditioned belief system that says, in order to reach my goals in life, it's going to require a lot of hard work and persistence. And understand this is a belief planetary-wide. In this belief that we achieve our desires only through intense effort is an oldie and a goodie, which contains a solid work ethic. Yet, when it comes to mastering our lives, you can find that working hard, excuse me, is completely overrated and is mostly filled with dogmatic beliefs derived from some archaic, limited consciousness, limited-minded consciousness. And the illusion many of us are still living under is that we are not all-powerful, infinite beings who can literally create into reality and manifest anything we want. So this is the illusion that's been played on all of us forever. Many of us are still living under this, is that we are not all-powerful, infinite beings who can literally create anything into reality and manifest anything we want. We have forgotten that we are spiritual beings who are tapped into a web of energy, thought, and power that is everywhere. There is no ending to it. It exists in existence, of all existences. It is everywhere. It is in every single solar system, galaxy, and universe. We are constantly, always have been, always will be, tapped into a web of energy, thought, and power. We have been blinded by the material world, thinking it is real, and we have forgotten to look behind the curtain, as Toto finally did in the movie The Wizard of Oz. Now, this means it is our basic animal nature and instincts that will reveal what's really going on. And the truth that we already have the ability to create whatever version of reality that we desire, merely pulling back our shades and seeing what beliefs we are holding as true or real in our imagination. Now, this is a real power and science of creating into reality, or manifesting, is one that most people do not understand at all at first. And as it breaks all boundaries of what is real and what is not real. Creating into reality is meant to take us beyond our normal accepted paradigm of understanding. And once we get a taste of how real and easy it actually is, you'll never, ever go back. And the ordinary day becomes extraordinary because you know the golden trick to life. Now, most of us would think that, you're silly to think you can create your reality or manifest something with less effort instead of more. Yet, these beings don't understand one fundamental principle, that all the real work in life is not done in the outer world. All the real work in life is not done in the outer world. It's all about elevating your inner world and the experience of inner elevation. Inner elevation. Understand what that is and what it means. inner world, an inner elevation, is like taking a high-speed elevator to the penthouse floor at the top. Now, I wouldn't call this a ride work at all, as it is much better described as an enjoyable letting go process that is filled with deep joy, gratitude, trust, and a true release. Now, any of us can effortlessly leap over our blocks. Instead of pound through them to reach our goals and dreams, we simply ask for what we want and wait as the benevolent universe makes its way to deliver our desired outcome for each of us. And in the world of creating into reality or manifesting, it's always essential to focus on feeling the end result first. See, can you see how misconstrued it is? Most of us are concentrated and focused on externality, the reality outside of us, see? And we are not really much at all inside of us. So you can see how this trap perpetuates continually, working your fingers to the bone, slamming and banging your goals, scraping and peeling to get to them. Now, that's not saying that that is a negative, okay? Because there's really no positive or negative. And when you, and it's up to each of us to tap into the real power and the science of creating into reality. Our reality, your reality, manifesting. Because it breaks all boundaries of what is real and what is not real. It totally destroys how we've been trained, taught, and educated. Creating the reality is meant to take us beyond our normal accepted paradigm of understanding, which most of us have a difficult time extending out to that. But once you get a taste of how real and easy it actually is, you'll never go back. No matter how much the ego mind wants you to, you'll never go back. And your ordinary day becomes extraordinary because you know the golden trick to life. This is it. I wouldn't even call it a trick. And then you begin to understand that the quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. The quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. It's the quieter you become, the more you're able to hear. Now there's one highly effective technique to start on the path of relaxation. Is what we're doing right now, is to practice meditation. Simply experiment with sitting quietly and doing nothing but following your breath, not your mind. Many of us will sit in a quiet space, sitting quietly and doing nothing. But most of us will follow our breath, or will follow our mind and not our breath. Now, it's imperative to do nothing but follow your breath. Now, if you have an overly active mind, like some of us do, and need assistance, we can say out loud, I am as you're breathing. I am as you're breathing. You can say out loud, I am as you breathe. Now, try saying I on the inhalation and am on your exhalation. Doing this practice after 10 minutes will cultivate a relaxed body and peaceful mind within, as long as you have no expectation, on what should or shouldn't happen. This is always difficult for many because, so you can inhale, breath in, and saying I, and then exhale, breath out through the mouth, and you can do this for a period of time, 10 minutes, and it will cultivate a relaxed body and peaceful mind within as long as you have no expectation on what should or shouldn't happen. A lot of us will have expectations. The ego mind, the subconscious mind, and the mind, they'll start trying to, what's expectations? What am I expecting? What's going to happen? What should happen or what shouldn't happen? So when we start meditating daily, we'll soon discover how noisy and chaotic our inner world can be and what it really takes to tame the mind and get super silent inside. And as you discover that you can approach your mind from this more relaxed, expansive space, trusting that each moment and experience is the right one, you'll find a deep cosmic-like peaceful feeling at the core of your body and mind. It's from living daily from this space that you find the power to start attracting some truly miraculous manifestations, creating into reality. Now, this goes against a lot of things that we've been taught and trained to believe. So when we stop all efforting to get somewhere, and we let life carry us, here's the difficulty for many. Do we trust that? Do we trust ourselves? Many don't. So when, if I stop efforting, I won't get anywhere. And I don't know if I will let life carry me. I don't know, and then the doubt, the ego. You can actually love your life as it is right now and taste this simple, sweet experience of bliss that lives inside of you. It's from a non-efforting approach. Now, you're still doing what you enjoy doing. You're helping others and you're making this world a better place. You're simply doing it from a relaxed body and mind. It's 1,000 times easier for the divine power to enter your consciousness and start flowing through your actions more fully. It's like trying to create a foundation for a new house and receiving help from a bulldozer when you're picking at it this entire time with a white plastic spoon. Look at that analogy, okay? It's like trying to create a foundation for a new house and receiving help from a bulldozer when you're picking at it this entire time with a white plastic spoon. So when you hand your life over to Spirit, the sacred Spirit takes over you, and you discover heaven exists on earth as the being in you meets the divine. When you hand your life over to Spirit, the sacred Spirit takes over you, and then and only then do you discover heaven exists on earth. And as the mankind being in you meets the divine, you could never imagine how easy it is to create anything into reality, manifest anything you want, until you put 100% of your faith in letting go and relaxing about the outcome you desire to occur. And the moment we stop trying so hard and really let go about how everything should happen, how everything should be, the universe doesn't think, feels this divine trust, then decides to fill you with its reward. And, it's difficult for many of us to wrap our head around the fact, yes, the universe is truly benevolent and a very attentive listener indeed. Now, you may look back at your life and think, this thought is completely erroneous, and the world is a horrible place. And I've heard people say this to me a lot. Yet before you go there, please hear my words. You are love itself. There's nothing different than you and the source of love. There's nothing different at all. At all, at all. There's nothing different than you and the source of love. This is perhaps the greatest key that you can find to reaching your highest vibration in life. It is so simple and ridiculously profound that each of us might just overlook it. So when we realize its truth, we start relaxing so deeply inside ourselves that we simply let go of the lowest vibrational thought forms and feelings. Who would have guessed that we just need to relax into the source of love itself in order to elevate our consciousness and truly master this world? Now, this world is filled with paradoxes. We all know that. And the main one being that we think we are powerless and unloved. How many have you come across, maybe yourself, that you think that you are powerless and unloved, while in truth you are deeply powerful and the source of love? You see the opposite? You see it's crazy. That most of us think we're powerless and unloved, while in truth, we are deeply powerful and the source of love. Love is not something that comes from somebody else. This is a mere reflection of the real light that is always found within. It's a mere reflection. Do you see how we have been misguided and misinformed since day one? And once, and I hear this a lot too, from a lot of people that are disrupted, and this is, once you have conquered greed, nothing can limit your freedom. Once you have conquered greed, nothing can limit your freedom. That's Buddha. Once you have conquered your greed, nothing can limit your freedom. Let that sink in. Once you become totally relaxed, you find that your body and mind is proof that you are an all-intelligent, powerful, loving, conscious presence that is deeply connected to Source. Being relaxed is empirical evidence that you are one with the universe. That doesn't mean you're checking out in a lazy coma through drugs, cigarettes, TV, or alcohol, because I've had some people think that that's the way. That you're just, so it's going to be a lazy coma through drugs, cigarettes, TV, alcohol, or whatever else. It's just that our minds would be too busy processing the chemicals to take a real vacation. You understand that? All of those who indulge in this, the TV, the alcohol, the cigarettes, the drugs, your mind would be so busy processing the chemicals to take a real vacation where it can reach your natural state of bliss within. That's why it never does. A relaxed body and mind is like stepping into the house of blissful abundance. Your chakras, your energy channels, your energy vortexes transform into a receiving mode, allowing your highest possible self to show up with effortless joy and ease. You may want to refer to relaxation as a hidden power, because it's not very obvious how powerful you are when you're truly relaxed. Most of us may feel peaceful, yet not always powerful. And when we are super active in life, moving rapidly, talking quickly, getting tons accomplished in our day, it's easier to think that we are an empowered being. Yet, if you could do the same outer work, yet from a consciously relaxed space, you'd feel aligned in the universal God source, and then would know what real empowerment actually is. Anytime we are attempting to be overly successful, anytime we are attempting to be overly successful, maybe some of you have experienced this, achieve too much in life and propel ourselves forward faster to reach our highest goals quicker, we are missing the real goal of life. To enjoy each moment of the journey and appreciate it all. How much can we enjoy the beauty of the Grand Canyon when we're driving 120 miles per hour alongside it? Not very much. Relaxation is absolutely vital to our success as a mankind being, as a conscious, enlightened, creating into reality manifester. If you think that this approach is about not getting anything done, and which I've had people say, if you think this approach is about not getting anything done and becoming more lazy, think again. This is relaxation that takes you to the source of conscious intent as you truly let go of attachment to outcome. Think about that. This is relaxation that takes you to the source of conscious intent as you truly let go of attachment to outcome. Attachment to outcome. Now ask yourself this. What could be lazy in that? This is relaxation that takes you to the source of conscious intent as you truly let go of attachment to outcome. Now, what could be lazy in that? It takes you consciously diving deeper inside your God self. It trusting your connection to its wisdom. Where you feel grace is supporting your every breath. It is only here any of us can remain centered in the highest vibrations of love, peace, and oneness without even trying. This is the only way any of us can experience what it means to truly be alive. Misery and despair is what is left after you have gone through all the trouble of trying to satisfy the ego. With what? With money, knowledge, things, and power, only to find that the lower self can never be satisfied. Babaji. Misery and despair is what is left after you have gone through all the trouble of trying to satisfy the ego with money, knowledge, things, and power, only to find that the lower self can never be satisfied. There's no attachment to outcome. No, it's no attachment to outcome, ever. It is truly letting go of attachment to outcome. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are, and relax your body. Relax it. As I've just shared with everyone. Relax the body. Focus on your breathing. Let go of all attachment to any outcome ever. is where your true power is, each and every one of us. Body will respond. Body likes to relax. It doesn't like to be stressed, frustrated, irritated, angry. Doesn't care for any of that. That's externality. That's ego. And as the body responds, you're focusing, you move yourself into the now, the moment to moment, the space between heartbeat. This is internal. You're focusing on exactly the moment. And by doing this, you still the ego, the mind, and the subconscious. You still it. You leave it alone. You literally relax into your God center, the heart mind. You have no expectations. You're just flowing in a relaxed state, and you're listening. You're just being quiet. You're connecting to the super powerful core of your existence, the God, source creator, pure consciousness. Now, some of us, all of us visit the past. We all do. Reminisce, have thoughts, kind of go back there. Memories. We keep memories. Think about this. We keep memories. Which is not a bad, it's good. But some of us will stay there so long or visit it so frequently, we totally negate the now. And so we move into this past, which is dead, inert. And we some of us end up creating, we take the past into a future that doesn't exist. And we create that future from our past. And then we relive that past in our future. So we feel like that we're just not getting anywhere in life and that we just keep running in circles. Some of us will spend a lot of time wandering into a future that doesn't exist, wondering what if? What if this would happen? What if that would happen? It's just a miscombobulated mess of thoughts coming from the ego mind. And we choose to embrace them. We wonder. But the future is literally created in the now. The very moment that you're in, moment to moment. Only the now. And you focus on your breath, your breathing. Why would you focus on your breathing? Most people don't. They're walking around, they just take it for granted that they breathe. How many of us just say, hey, have you noticed that you're breathing? You look at a person and go, what are they, crazy? We all breathe. But the breath is part of your power. It helps you focus on the now. It keeps you in the now. It also relaxes you naturally. It also alleviates stress, tension, anxiety, fear. It eliminates it. In the now and your breath. It's divine positive energy. Why is it divine? Because it sustains the body that the God is within. How can it not be divine? Well, a lot of us, as we sit in a relaxed state, just being, doing nothing, relax the body. So as we breath in, we take our divine positive energy right through the center of our bodies, and we literally move it through our chakras, our energy vortexes. There's 7, and they're wheels of light. And each of them look like a flower, each one different, with geometrical shapes in the center. This is our energy ecosystem. So our God energy, our chi, literally flows through the center of our chakras. And if unobstructed, we are vibrant, healthy, and happy, and at rest and peace. If they are interrupted, it is the opposite. So we start with the root chakra. Vibrant red wheel of light, the Muladhara. This represents our foundation and feelings of being grounded. It's at the base of our spine and the tailbone. What are the emotionalities? Survival issues such as financial independence, money, and food. Physical associations, spine, rectum, legs, arms, circulatory system. This is the energy wheel of these emotional and physical associations. These chakras bridge the spiritual to the physical. All right? These are the conduits for heaven on earth. Then we move to the orange wheel of light, sacral chakra, the Vadasthana. This is our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. It's located in the lower abdomen, about 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in. Okay, so what are the emotional issues? These are senses of abundance, well-being, pleasure, and sexuality. Physical associations are reproductive organs, our kidneys, our bowels, our immune system. Then we move to the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. This is our ability to be confident and in control of our lives. Controlling your life, mastering your existence. Upper abdomen and the stomach area is location. What are the emotional issues for us with the Muladhara, the Manipura? Self-worth, self-confidence, self-esteem. What are the physical associations? It affects our physicality. Central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, and skin. Then we move to the green wheel of light, the Anahata. This is our ability to love. It's located center of the chest, just above the heart. Its emotional effects are the love, the joy, and our inner peace. Physical association, heart, thymus, lower lungs, circulatory system, immune system. Why do you think that there are so many relationship issues in this civilization? Why? Why is that? Could it be through the Anahata is that our ability to love is diminished because of the ego taking us externally, always incessantly pushing us forward in externality, where we totally negate the love, our genuine core of our existence? Our inner peace is ignored, and we seek it out outside of ourselves? Could that be? Then we move to the blue wheel of light, the Vishuddha. This is our ability to communicate. It's located in the throat. Communication. These are emotional issues. Communication, self-expression of feelings, and truth. If any of these areas are affected, then you know where the root of the effect is. Our physical association, our thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, and vocal cords. Then we go to the indigo wheel of light, the Ajna. It's our ability to focus on and see the big picture. It's located in our forehead between the eyes. Call it the brow chakra because it's right in between the eyes. And it's above the nose and in between the brow. What are the emotional issues? Intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. chakras become so blocked for so long, you will have physical issues. You just will. Then we move to the violet wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. This is the highest chakra, and it represents our ability to be fully connected spiritually. It's the very top of our heads. And emotional issues are inner and outer beauty, our connection to spirituality, our pure bliss. Physical associations, our pineal gland, our brain and nervous system. Now we've pulled our divine positive energy through with our chi, our life force, all the way to the top of the crown chakra, top of our heads, move a little bit back. In the brief moment, we hold that. I am light. I am love. I am. And in that brief moment, we compress and condense this power into pure liquid energy. And it is absolutely omnipotently powerful. And we release it over the pineal gland. And the pineal gland is very important to us while we're in these bodies. It is the gateway to all the particles of existence. It is the gateway to pure consciousness and beyond. If it's fouled and clogged and unhealthy, how can we go through the gateways? So you can look at it as a prune, a raisin. I look at it as a rosebud. And as I release this liquid energy, it literally, the rosebud goes into a full blooming rose with a beautiful fragrance, multicolored petals, and it's eternal, vibrant, healthy, humming, and all the gateways for each and every one of us open effortlessly. All of them. And you can travel effortlessly through any of them. Sit with the God within you. Communicate with the love that you are. Embrace the peace that is you and the joy that is you and the bliss that is you. We're all consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. And we all know that we are all one, all love, all God, and that our love light energy continues to intensify and continues to expand. We are merged. It is the God within us merged with the body, the heart-mind, the higher self, the spirit, the soul, all pieces of the one. We have others with us, the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. They too are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. That this is a civilization that vibrates at a different frequency than we do. We don't see them like we see ourselves, but you do meet them. You do interact with them more than you know. They love us because we're part of them. We love them because they're part of us. Could you say that you're an angel? Absolutely. As long as it's not the ego. Now, as many as 10, 50, 60,000 can surround any one of us at any one time. Due to their vibrational frequency, they can have a large number in a small space. And that's pure bliss. You will always know that you have met one. You will always know that you've communicated with one. Superman, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, and Thoth. Many, many, many more. These are those who have mastered ascension out of body. They don't feel they need to inhabit bodies, although once in a while they'll do it. We are those who have ascended into physical form to master physical form. Experience. They have mastered, we are mastering. We're all from the same source. We're all divine perfection. They are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. We're all gathered here, and we're compelled to reach out to all the different facets and reflections of all of us, of all the pieces of Source Creator. So, we call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, the forming of the circle of light. They come in the Gugaplexes. 1 Gugaplex fills this universe. They come in trillions of Gugaplexes from every direction. And they are with us now. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth, many, many, many civilizations and species. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, this meditation of forming the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all the galactics, all the off-worlders, all the celestials, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of the circle of light. We're only familiar with a handful of them. Somewhat we are. Over 1,000 travel through this solar system every day. And the ones we're familiar with somewhat, this also includes the species and levels of each civilization. The Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the feline, the Zeta Reticuli, the Gray, the Nord, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid and the Albion. Many, many, many more. And their frequencies must maintain at the high level like all of us. They must be consciously aware that they are of the highest and from the highest and deepest eternal love and gratitude, or they could not sustain their presence with us. Now they've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in the billions, and they are with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we've inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, and the forming of this circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, in this meditation, and the forming of the circle of light. really familiar with a handful of them. And they're in the trillions. And they come in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, of which we've only seen 1% of. And only those that are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. Just to name a few of them: the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, fire, water, ether, mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur, many, many, many more. They are with us now. We're all gathered, arm in arm, hand in hand, all of our gods as one. We're all in full compassion, non-judgment, non-ego, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, and abundance. And we're all one. And we're all love. And we're all God. And our God-light energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, forever, beyond, and forever. And we continue to intensify and we continue to expand. We form a circle of light in our gathering. The liberation of this planet in this now, this meditation, from a annihilation civilization to a civilization of the universe. Pure bliss, paradise, God planet. The circle of light that we have formed is from our core centers. It is the God in each and every one of us. The brilliance is so much so that it grays out the darkness of space. It would take over 1 billion of the suns in this solar system to even compare to its brilliance and radiance. This is love, deep, eternal love. This is what we're made of. And this is what continues to flood and saturate all of us. All life, the highest value in the universe, supreme value. On and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, perpetually. We begin to ascend, elevate above this planet, starting from the equator. And as we do so, we're immediately met with a gossamer field. The gossamer field is absolutely everywhere. It is trillions of multitudes of vibrant colors, little panels of reflecting light. And all of these little mirrors, these little miniature mirrors, are all reflections of all of us. All that there is, ever has been, ever will be, forever, beyond, and forever. We're met with the emerald green healing flaming light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column that reminds us that we are all the power of healing. Then we're met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column that reminds us of our omnipotent power, our strength, and our resolve. Then we're met with the white fire. This is a column that reminds each and every one of us that we're imbued head to toe, inside and out, eternally with a God-light energy, a white fire armor that is impenetrable. No external source, no external authority, no external power whatsoever can even scratch the surface. No low vibrational matter frequency. ever. We are protected 24/7. But only you have the power, only you, if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency low enough, you will then create a breach in your armor. And the lower dark matter and survival matter frequencies will come flooding in. Now, if you choose to do this, if you decide, if you do this, you are then met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column that you can immediately bring in, transmute all of the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance, and send it back to pure consciousness where they're no more. Then you're met with a violet ray. This is a column that reminds you that you can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame, purifying, cleansing, balancing your vibrational harmony into pure bliss, joy, and love again, sealing the breach, and rebalancing the God that you are. Then we're met with the golden light, pink light. This is a column that reminds each and every single one of us. And the sun sets in this planet. The sun rises. In the rainbows, in our skies, our oceans, our forests. This light, golden white, pink light, reminds us of who and what we are, of the gods that we are, the pure consciousness, the bliss, the joy, the tranquility, the benevolence, the peace, and silence, omnipotently powerful. And we're in awe when we see such beauty, such divine perfection. The reason we're in awe is because it's a reflection of the love that we are. And we see it everywhere. And it never is not there. It is always there to remind you in a reflection of the love that you were made from and of. We continue to ascend above this planet, Earth Gaia Arya, in this now, in this meditation, or in this circle of light. And as we do, some of us decide to literally step outside our physical form and effortlessly float above it. As we do this, we're met with this massive crystalline light tower that we created that is larger than the solar system. Now, this crystalline light tower, we designed it so you can see right in the center of the column itself. And in it is like an oblong, it is a vibrating light energy. And it's trillions of vibrating waves. And in the center is a golden white light. And as it cascades out, as it literally vibrates these waves out, softly bathing, flooding, and saturating all of us, all of our brothers and sisters on and above and below this planet, or Gaia Arya, of deep eternal love, gratitude, bliss, generosity, humbleness, peace, it's prosperity, everything, flooding everything and everything, perpetually. Now, at the top, we designed it. It said the golden ocean comes cascading down 360 degrees, flooding and saturating everything. Everything and everything. All life, the highest value, the highest supreme value in the universe. How can any of the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies survive? They cannot, and they are not, and they are dissipating rapidly. And eventually, they will be no more. This golden ocean that floods and saturates all of us perpetually in deep eternal love. It cradles us, embraces us, It merges with the God, the love within us. So it's flowing everywhere. And it cascades 360 degrees. Each of us is a drop of that golden ocean. And each of us carry the essence of that golden ocean. We continue to ascend when we come across our meditative sphere. We created this meditative sphere well over 2 years ago. And this meditative sphere holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion, which means they're constant. They never dry up, dissipate, or disintegrate. They continue to increase and intensify. Then over 930 of our meditations, all vibrantly active in the purest of the deepest eternal love and gratitude, flooding all of us inside and out, head to toe, every split second, saturating and flooding and bathing in pure, deep, eternal love of that which we were made from and are of. Every day, all of us on this planet, in it, above it, and below it, all of those off this planet, all participating in this meditation to liberate this planet now. This is why the sphere continues to intensify, continues to expand, can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever beyond, and forever. Ever will be. You feel the communication and the vibrational frequency, harmonizing and communicating with the God within you. This is source creation. It is everywhere. You, all of us, are plugged into everything. We are everything. We always have been. And we have no attachment at all to any external outcome. Zero. None. We are in peace with the gods within us. We are the joy. We are the liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. And the liberation into a civilization of the universe, a God planet, a paradise. Because each of us are heaven on earth. We carry the heaven on the earth. I'll join you in the meditation. I'll return to close us out. shall be. And the more this civilization begins to embrace the God within them, the more joy and bliss they will be. And the more heaven will walk this earth in this paradise. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, into the following morning. Embrace it. Be within.